Hey everybody, so today I'm here to show you all about the Medela Pump and Style Advanced and how to use it. First I'm going to go over the pump parts, and then at the end I will show you how to go ahead and use your pump. So as far as pump parts go, you will get flange. You will also get a connector. You can go ahead and put them together like this. And you will also get a little valve and membrane piece that'll look something like this. You can go ahead and you can remove the membrane very carefully for quick and easy cleaning like this, and then you just push this little thing back into this hole. You'll hear like a little pop and it'll be back into place. This does unattach from the connector, just so you're aware. The first pump and style I ever got, it came attached, so it all looked a little something like this. I did not know the yellow piece, the valve, I did not know it unattached from the connector, but it does. So make sure that you unattach it. If you're having trouble, turn your flange over like this and give it a good push and rock it back and forth a little bit. Even hold it like this and kind of jiggle it a little bit until it finally gives. So if you have a little trouble, try those things. Definitely get it unattached. Make sure you're cleaning it. But this is what your assembly is going to look like. And then obviously you just screw a bottle onto the bottom here, and then you'll be ready to pump with that. It'll also come with two hoses, and it'll have an end that looks like this on it that you will attach to the tubing port, and then there's one with this end on it, and that is what you're going to attach into the back of your bottles. Onto the pump itself, this is what it looks like. Obviously right here you have your tubing port. This little guy right here is to make either a single or double pump, and that is what it looks like. Now, a common misconception is that a lot of people will hear air hissing out of this pump and they think that their pump is somehow leaking air. Technically it is leaking air, but it's supposed to do that. It's either coming out of right here, or if you can see, there's a small little hole, and if you have it as set up as a single pump, it's going to be leaking air out of here. This is to allow more airflow to the motor so it doesn't overheat. So it's very important you don't try to cover it up with any kind of tape or stuff like that. Just leave it be. It's completely normal. And if you ever have a question on how your Pump and Style Advanced is sounding, make sure you go ahead and call Medela customer service. It's amazing. I've never had any issue with them. They've always been excellent at troubleshooting with me. Over here you have the dial to turn it off and on. Obviously I don't have it plugged in right now, so it's not going to make any noise, but you can see it is a dial. Right here is where your dial points at, so go ahead and turn that off. And then this is your let down button. As you can see, mine's a little dirty because I use it so often. And then right here is where you're going to hook your adapter at. Mine may be in a different casing as yours, but this is the insurance pump. This is all that it comes in. Yours might be in a backpack or a tote or something like that, but this is what mine is in. So that's why mine might look just a smidge different. Now to go ahead and to hook up to pump, I'm going to show you how to single pump first, then I will show you how to double pump. For a single pump, you're just going to move this and you're going to close up one of the holes. It doesn't matter which one. And then go ahead, take this end of your tubing. You're going to place it right on your tubing port, push down, make sure it's as far as it will go. And you're just going to feed the line until you get this, and then you're going to take this piece and you're going to put it into that hole right there. Now I know the new Pump and Style Advanced parts, the hole is up here, and I think it's a one-piece setup, but regardless you would just go ahead and you would plug it into the top right there. But it just kind of depends what parts you have. And that is for single pumping. To make it a double pump, all you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to take this yellow piece, you're going to place it in the middle where it was, and then you just do the same thing over again. You're going to take this part of the tubing and you're going to plug it in, and then you're just going to use this piece and you're going to plug it back into your other pump parts. So it's as easy as that, and that is what it will look like when you are double pumping. But for the sake of this video and showing you how to use it, I'm just going to make it a single pump. And this is how, sorry guys, this is how I use it. But that is what I'm going to do, just so it's not super loud. Now I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. Obviously this is the end of the wall plug, and you just plug it in right there. This is also where you'll plug in your car adapter if you have one of those. So to turn it on, like I said, all you're going to do is you're just going to turn the dial on. That's where it lies when you just have it turned on. I would go ahead and attach the flange to your breast and see how that feels. Now, you're going to want to go ahead and you're going to go with whatever feels best to you. When it comes to pumping, what you want to do is you want to be stimulated but not overstimulated. So go ahead and find whatever that is. Now, if you find that you need more suction, you'll go ahead and you'll increase. And you can hear the pump increasing suction. So, I'm going to turn it down just so you guys can hear me. But I should have said, it starts off in stimulation mode. This button right here, the let down button, is going to help you interchange between stimulation and expression mode. What that means is there's two modes to this pump. Stimulation mode is going to obviously stimulate your milk to come out, and then expression is to express milk and to draw it out. So it starts off in stimulation mode, and you want to stay in here until you see milk flow. And then once you see milk flow, you're going to go ahead and you're going to hit this button, and then it's going to take you to expression mode. And then just like I said with stimulation, you're going to find whatever setting works best for you in expressing milk, wherever that may be on this little dial right here. If your milk stops flowing, feel free to hit the let down button again. Go back into stimulation mode. See if that doesn't stimulate another let down. I use let down buttons on my pumps religiously all the time. As soon as milk stops flowing, I give it about a minute, and then if I don't see anything, I'm hitting it again. Or if I haven't had a letdown in about 5 minutes or so, I'll hit the letdown button. I'll see if I can get another one. So I use it a ton. Don't be afraid to use it. Now, for some reason, you start off in stimulation mode and then it automatically turns to expression mode and you want to go back. All you have to do is hit this button. Basically, that's all there is to it. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. If you're ready to be done, all you do is you turn it off until you hear that click and you're ready to go. I will say condensation in Medela tubing is super common. I get tons of questions about it. Basically, all you're going to want to do is you're going to want to unhook the tubing from the back of your bottles, but leave it hooked up to your pump and crank this puppy all the way up. Leave him like that for about 5-10 minutes and it should dry out all the water in your hoses. Now, if you have milk in your hoses, you're going to have to clean that, possibly even get new tubing depending on your situation, but that will help dry up any kind of water or condensation you have. I did want to show you, I did get lazy with my tubing my first time around with Sophie, and I had some tubing that had dried condensation in it, and this is what it looks like, as you can see. You know, there's never been any kind of mold in my tubing, so I've never felt the need to replace it until I started pumping with Remy, and then I got new hoses. But other than that, I've never had to replace mine. I don't wash mine. I've never boiled mine, nothing like that. I will say that sometimes, as you can see, the end of it gets a little kind of stretched out from being attached to the pump. You can go ahead and you can trim this, just cut off just the tiniest little bit, and then you'll have some nice new tubing. But yeah, that is everything that I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.